guest. We have Deborah Ashley Smith from the Caldwell County Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for allowing us to be here.
Of course. Now, we were talking a little bit before the show, and it sounds like, as always, you guys have a packed full schedule.
We always do have a packed full schedule, both the Chamber and all of Caldwell County.
So what's going on for the summer?
Well, we have lots going on, but I did want to say before we start, I think often people think of the mountains as being the tourism destination, and they often have the perception that Caldwell is just a pass-through. We're dissected by Highway 321, and that's a great thing, and we love people to pass through and come up here. But we often don't, or we often fail to share with folks that if they take just 5 minutes and get off 321, they can go into one of our downtown areas, and we do have 3 great little downtowns that always have lots of things going on, and that tourism is a big industry in Caldwell County. Not as big as the mountains, granted, but we have a pretty diverse industry background, but we also have tourism, and we actually generate more than $46 million a year in revenue that's generated from tourism.
That's wonderful.
Most people would not know that. There's about 360 jobs attributed to tourism, and we're always growing that industry. We get your overflow sometimes in your heavy seasons of snow and beautiful leaves, but we have a lot of things that generate our own visitors, and we become a destination for a lot of things. So sometimes I just wanted to mention that because I think sometimes we just sort of get overlooked in that regard because we are a little different than the mountains. We're the we say we are where the high country begins.
Well, there you go.
That's correct. Some of the things that we're most noted for and that we have events coming up that will be related to have to do with the arts. And we always talk about our sculpture, and we have a great exhibit right now with Thomas Sayer at the Arts Museum. But the thing that folks often don't know is our music. And we always say that there's always music in the air in Caldwell County. The roots go deep. Doc Watson started out in Caldwell County performing on the streets when he was just a young man. And but coming up on this Thursday, actually, on the 22nd in downtown Granite Falls, will be a free concert on the green. Bring your lawn chair and enjoy the swing band of Silvio Martinot. And anybody that likes swing music in this area is going to be familiar with Silvio. And it's a great festival series that Granite Falls does, and this is the first one, and so we'd encourage everybody to come. It's free, again. Just bring the chair, and there will be food there. It starts about 6:30.
Perfect.
There's plenty of room for lots of lawn chairs. And coming up on June 14th is the 6th annual Pop Ferguson Blues Festival. Now, I don't know how much you've heard about the Blues Festival because it is still fairly young as festivals go. But this starts on Friday evening, and there are lots of jam sessions. And the thing that makes this festival a little unique for Lenore is that it has so many venues. It's not just going on in the middle of the street. It actually incorporates some of our recreation centers for jam sessions, downtown restaurants. There are workshops, performers from all over the United States. And many people would not know who Pop Ferguson is, but he was born and raised in Caldwell County. His father was a preacher. In fact, he got kicked out of church when he took up blues music.
Wow.
He was sent away. But he has been inducted into the U.S. Library of Congress for his music, and he is in the Folksway Museum of the Smithsonian, and he has several other awards pending that will be announced in the next few years. So he's very famous in the blues industry, and this festival is named for him, but it incorporates a lot of musicians. And so that's going to be on June 14th with the preview beginning on June 13th. And I would encourage folks to look into that if they love blues music.
Yes,
Fantastic.
definitely.
Sounds like a great event.
Yes.
Now, the music is, as I said, is always in the air, but we also have at our historic museum a series coming up. That's the Ava Gardner film series, and our museum is right downtown in Lenore, and it's not a huge museum, but it's a little intimate environment to come in and go through the programming. And to set the stage for this film series, on June 1st, they'll be doing an evening with Elliot Engel, who is a very renowned lecturer and author. And he's going to set the stage with Ava Gardner, and I know she is far too old for you to know anything about.
The name rings a bell.
It rings a bell. She was born in North Carolina, and she was known for her sultry looks. She had a great film career in film, but not entirely just in film. She had other things that she did, but she was primarily famous in the 40s and the 50s, and she had a very interesting life. Lots and lots of connections with lots of famous people like Frank Sinatra, and died relatively young, but the series, she did some great films, and it'll be a really, really interesting evening with Dr. Engel. We also have cruise-ins for anybody who loves old cars, and our first one, well, actually they occur the first Saturday in every month. They've already started for the season, and they'll go into the fall. But the first one in downtown Lenoir had 550 cars this year.
Wow.
It's not a little gathering of cars.
No.
It's a tremendous gathering of cars. It starts in the afternoon. It really doesn't get fully kicked up until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, but cars start gathering at about 2 to get the perfect spot. So it's really like a street festival that goes on, but if you are a car enthusiast, you won't want to miss that, because there is every imaginable car that can be viewed during that event.
Yes, I remember I've gone to one of those before. My dad is huge into that kind of stuff, and he has an old car and everything, so that was a big event. It was fun, too.
Yes, it is fun, and really all of them have hundreds of cars. So, you know, I would encourage someone to come down and just walk around and look. It's just a casual evening, but there's food. The restaurants are open downtown. A lot of the shops are open, and it's just a fun evening. And a lot of the revenue that's generated from that, from the people who come and show their cars, is used to support our local nonprofits. So it's a good cause all around.
Absolutely.
Farmers markets. I know you have farmers markets. We have farmers markets too. We have 3 different farmers markets. We have one on Saturday morning, one on Saturday afternoon, and then another on Tuesday afternoon. That's in the Sawmills community. So this is the perfect time of year to get out on do your shopping at the farmers market.
Absolutely. It's always good to hear farmers market is open, because, you know, summer and spring are finally here.
Summer and spring. Actually, our Lenoir Downtown Farmers Market has a permanent location, and it's open Wednesday through Saturday as an indoor shop. But and a lot of the people who work at the farmers market, or who work the farmers markets on the weekends, will provide fresh foods throughout the week. So
very nice.
Yeah, lots of organic things, and
Yes.
following the trends.
That's
as
it.
always. And of course, we always have things going on at Wilson Creek. Our season has opened, and it's we're bursting at the seams, and fishing season has started off with a bang. Most people would find it amazing to know that in any single month in the summer, we get up to 1,800 people in the visitor center as our guests. So, you know, it's 6 miles on a dirt road, and you don't just happen by there. There's people from all over the United States and really all over the world who come to trout fish and just to experience the scenic beauty of Wilson Creek.
That's wonderful.
So we want you all to come and bring your families and share in the joy. And we talked a little bit before the program started about the Blackberry Festival.
Oh,
Yes.
And
Coming up. It's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe. It's already right around the corner. It'll be coming up in July. The fun starts on the Friday evening, July the 11th, with the parking lot picking, concert, and recipe contest.
I bet
Lots
that's good.
of great food, and we do allow tasting at the end of the recipe contest.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's right downtown in Lenoir. And then, of course, on Saturday morning, the festival starts at 10. And it starts off with a little beauty contest, the Little Miss Blackberry competition, and great music throughout the day, and then about 160 vendors. So it's a nice festival. This is our 13th year, and of course the big feature of our festival is the world's largest patchwork of blackberry cobbler. Last year we had more than 225 cobblers, and we'll have far more than that this year.
Wow.
And we serve that free of charge, about 1,400 servings until it's gone.
That's great. I love the Blackberry Festival. I look forward to this thing every year.
There's something different and new every year that we add, but lots and lots of blackberries and lots of blackberry products.
Absolutely. It's always fun. And to see the different kind of crafts and things people have out there. You've
Yeah.
got the whole street blocked off, and there is something out there for everyone.
Everybody can have a great time at the Blackberry Festival.
That's it.
Sounds like it. Well, go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Now, remind us your website.
Yes.
All of this information on the
All
website?
this
Okay.
information is on the website explorecaldwell.com. But if anybody is looking for something they don't find enough information about or don't find what they're looking for, they can always call us at 726-0616. We have a wonderful staff waiting to answer the phone and provide all the information you might need.
That's great.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in to share with us today.
Thank you for always allowing us to introduce folks to Caldwell County.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.